Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We are controlling transmission.
Go! I'm gonna make these suckers recognize I ain't playing ho. If you violate off the top, trick, you gotta go. Woo!
You can fool this country, you legit, but I know you a punk-ass gangster.
We will control the horizontal. We will control the vertical. We can change the focus to a soft blur or sharpen it to crystal clarity.
You know it's hard out here for a pimp.
I want Empire to be here long after I'm gone. I need to start grooming a successor, and it can only be one of you.
For the next hour, sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear.
This is not entertainment. This is a life that could have been taken here, and you are standing around laughing like this is entertainment for you to look at. Get off the reality TV shows and get into reality.
You are about to participate in a great adventure.
To the Empire.
All right, so let me ask you, and be honest, how many of you all have watched, all right, you're already answering it already. How many of you all have watched at least 5 episodes of Empire? Raise your hand, be honest, you know, ain't nothing to be ashamed of. All right, thank you very much. So, how many of you all who watched at least 5 episodes like the show? Like what you saw? Be honest, raise your hand, man, come on now. If you can't be honest with yourself, who can you be honest with, all right? So, I have to admit that in preparing for this lecture today, I watched Empire. I watched all the episodes. And I do have to say that it's a guilty pleasure. You watch it and it's exciting, the music is good, the people look good, all this stuff is happening, there's lots of drama, and you get addicted to it. You want to see what's going to happen next week. You know, you begin to invest in the personalities. And that's the draw of television. You know, that's what soap operas are all about. It's melodramatic, right? And it's designed to pull on your emotions and draw you into the show. So it's designed to do that. So don't feel bad if you like it. Television, Empire is electronic crack. You can't help yourself. Once you get a taste, you're going to come back for another, and another, and another, and another. And then you be jonesing for Empire when it goes off. You need to get your fix. Understand that. It's a drug. It's got everything that the creators know black folk like, want, and need. Danny Strong. Empire is his brainchild. Who is Danny Strong? Danny Strong was raised in a Jewish household in Manhattan Beach, California. Right? Danny Strong, as a young child, had an interest in films because there was a video store right around the corner from his house. And the clerk who ran the video store was a young man by the name of Quentin Tarantino. And Quentin Tarantino would talk to him for hours on end about movies. So his love for movies, his love for writing movies, his love for writing movies about black folk and black content came from Quentin Tarantino, all right? So he began to learn how to write movies and went on to win awards for writing Recount, the story of the 2000 election. This was on HBO. Good movie, real good movie. He wrote this, sold it to HBO. He went on to write Game Change, the story about the 2008 election, the story about Sarah Palin. He wrote that story and received an award for writing that story, right? He also wrote The Butler. He wrote The Butler. He wrote that story that got black folks so excited. A white boy wrote the story that got black folk excited. He also wrote Mockingjay, Part 1 and Part 2. So this man has made millions of dollars writing screenplays, and he is positioned now to become the 21st century Alex Haley. He's gonna write the narrative for black folk for the next 20 years. He's already proven, he already has the bona fides. And Empire means that he is a star. So you all have made this man a star. And wait till you see what he's done. He is the equivalent of Dr. Frankenstein. All right? Danny Strong pitched this to Lee Daniels. And Lee Daniels said, all right, we got something with this. But instead of a movie, let's do a television series. We'll get more yardage, we'll get more money, we'll get more power, we'll get more popularity. And he said that, all right, but we'll do it as a television program and we'll model it after my favorite television program, Dallas and Dynasty. Families and dramas and families, but it said it'll be black families with black drama. And that's how we're gonna make our money. So they shopped Empire around to networks, and because of the success of Shonda Rhimes, because of the success of Grey's Anatomy, because of the success of Scandal, because of the success of How to Get Away with Murder, Shonda Rhimes' creations, this black woman created these programs which are changing television, which have changed television. They said we can step into the window of opportunity that Shonda Rhimes has created for us and take this thing to another level. That's how they pitched Empire to television studios. And so they shopped it around. They went to all the major television studios and said, we're gonna see who's gonna give us the best deal. And they wound up going with Fox, right? They wound up going with Fox because of Fox's commitment to promoting the show. They put millions of dollars into promoting the show and making us want it even before it aired. That's programming, that's manipulation, that's brainwashing. So why would Fox do that? Why? Because Fox built their reputation off of pimping black folk. They got their start with In Living Color. Fox was nothing before they started broadcasting black programs, right? And then after they made their money, secured their position, they kicked black folk to the curb and said, we don't need you no more. We got our position, and now we can move on and do what we want to do, because it's hard out here for a pimp, right? Kicked their hoes to the curb and went on to do other things. They went on to become a major player in shaping the minds of ignorant white folk through their news broadcasts. Fox News broadcasts. It distorts the truth. It lies. It tells half-truths. That's what Fox does. And black folk gave Fox the money to do that. We gave them the money because we supported their programming, because we couldn't look beyond the obvious. Problem I have, the question I have is, why are there no straight black males on Empire with redeeming values? Lucius Lyon is a multimillionaire. He's a former drug dealer. He's a rap artist, but he's also a murderer. He cheats on his fiancée. He emotionally abuses his ex-wife. He physically and verbally abuses his sons. Now granted, he's a nice looking man, he's a handsome brother, but he's a lying, manipulative SOB. And he is proof positive to white folk that you can take Negroes out the ghetto. No matter how much money we got, we still gonna act like ghetto rats. So he reinforces that stereotype every single week. His eldest son, Andre, is an educated bourgeois Negro. He's untalented, ain't got no talent. He educated his mind, but he doesn't have any talent. You see that parallel? Black folks get an education, you ain't cool, you ain't got nothing to offer us. Huh? He acting white. And what did he do? He married a white woman. Huh? All right? He married a white woman. So, and he's crazy. He's bipolar. He flip-flops more than Mitt Romney, right? His youngest son, Hakeem, is an arrogant, ignorant, lazy, spoiled punk. That's what he is. He'll have sex with any female with a pulse. He don't care. He's disrespectful to his mama and his daddy. And if he wasn't born with a silver spoon in his mouth, then he'd probably be dead or in jail or robbing your house while you hear this lecture. he's good for nothing. He's gonna mount to nothing, all right? So, Uncle Vernon is violent, backstabbing drug addict. And he was beaten to death at the end of the movie, at the end of the series. Cousin Bucky tried to shake down his meal ticket, and he wound up getting shot in the eye. There are no family values in this family program. There are no males except for the homosexual male who has feelings, who has concern for others. So you see what's being shaped by this program. Malcolm, the only intelligent black man, decent black man, quit his job as chief of security after he tasted cookies. So he got his and he left, right? Problem number 6. Problem number 6 is the issue that just came to my attention recently, the issue of colorism in the show. Yeah. All the people with money, influence, and power are light-skinned, and all of the dark-skinned folk are their gophers. Becky is Lucius's assistant. She's overweight, she's dark-skinned, and she's got a bad blonde weave. And as she said in the last episode, they asked her, why is your name Becky? Because my mama is white. Huh? Is she passing or is she passing? Is she out of her mind, right? Portia is Cookie's dark-skinned assistant. She ain't too bright. She's constantly being told by Cookie to shut up, but she's faithful like a dog. And when Cookie threw her shoe at Lucius, she said, get my shoe, girl. She's a dog. She's trash. She's unimportant. Is that because she's dark-skinned? Black folk, light-skinned black folk have no respect for dark-skinned black folk. Even the maid in the Lion's Mansion is dark-skinned. Both Bunky and Vernon are dark-skinned, and they're like the death bookends of the show. Bunky was killed at the end of the first episode. Vernon was killed at the end of the last episode. So black folk are disposable. We have no value. White folk have been telling us that for the last 400 years. We the strange fruit. Our lives have no value. Our lives don't matter, and it's being reinforced over and over again in this movie. Television is nothing to play with. It ain't just entertainment, all right? And I'm afraid that Empire would do the masses of black people more harm than good. Jay-Z had a song about 99 problems, right? 99 problems. Well, I got a number of problems with Empire, and I feel it's my obligation to bring these problems to your attention. I'm not trying to tell anybody what to do. We're all grown in here. You do what you want to do. I don't have the right to come and tell you what to do, but I am obligated to share with you what I know, so that as an intelligent person, as a human being, you might consider what I have to offer and use it if you think it is of value to you. I'm not here to change anybody's behavior. It's information that helps you do a better job of being you.